In Psalm chapter 9, verse 10, he's in this context of worship, and he says, those who know your name, what do? They trust in you, for you, Lord, have never forsaken those who seek you. Psalm 20, verse 7, as the king, he declares, some trust in chariots and some in horses, but we trust in the name of the Lord our God. That is, some of these kings, they're trusting in their armies and the size of their military ability, but not me. I'm trusting in the name of the Lord my God. Psalm 52, verse 8, but I am like an olive tree flourishing in the house of God. I trust in God's unfailing love forever and ever. Psalm 62, verse 8, trust in Him at all times. You people, pour out your hearts to Him, for God is our refuge. We could go on and on and on and on, where David talks about the importance of trust in God. True worship is all about trusting God. Amen. And it's quite interesting. There are various words in the Hebrew language, various words in the Greek language, which are the two primary languages of the Bible, but also there are various words in the English language as well for trust. We use different words for it. But each time that David speaks of his trust in God, he at least most of the time, he reaches into the vocabulary of the Hebrew language and pulls out one particular word that means to be absolutely confident in God. He says, my trust in God means that I'm absolutely confident in Him, and I know that I'm completely safe and secure in Him. I know that I can rely on Him 24/7, 365, every moment of my life. I have the confidence that I can give Him every care in my life. Every worry that I have, I can give to Him, and I can give Him the total control of my life, because that's what trust is. Trust is giving Him your cares and letting Him handle what would be bothering you or burdening you, and trust is giving Him control of your life. It is impossible to worry and worship at the same time. That's not to say you should never have worry. We all have worry. We all have fears and anxieties that come to attack us. David had them, but David always transferred his worry into worship. He said, when I'm afraid, I will trust in you. And he talked about how he always moved from worry to worship. And that's the progression in our lives as well. That when we're worrying, we're not really trusting God. When we're worrying, we're not really knowing and having a confidence and assurance that God can handle this. We're not really relying on Him. And so to worship Him is to move those worries over onto Him and to make sure that we have the confidence that God is in control, complete control of our lives.